In this video, we are going to talk about dividing polynomials for pre-calculus. We will talk about dividing polynomials and also we will do remainder and factor theorem. Now, dividing polynomials, which means we will use long division and synthetic division for dividing polynomials, and then we will also evaluate polynomial using remainder and factor theorem. So let's start with the long division example. In long division, for example, the first example is I have 7 minus 11x minus 3x squared plus 2x cubed, and I'm dividing this by x minus 3. This is a long division. So this is the first one we are working on, long division. Now, the first step is for every division, you have to put them in order. This expression, you have to put it in order, like you are going to do in descending order. So greatest to least. So I'm going to start with 2x cubed and make sure the left side sign goes with that term. So positive 2x cubed right there. Then we have a minus 3x squared. Descending order, you always order them according to the exponents. Minus 11x, because we know that's 1, and then plus 7. And we are dividing this by x minus 3. So that's, in this division, it's like a simple long division. In this case, what are you going to do? You have to look for a number here, something here, that I can multiply with this x, and I can get 2x cubed. So what should I multiply and put it up here with this x, multiply with the x, so I can get 2x cubed. I know the x is only there, so we need, this is a first term and this is also a first term. So I need a 2 here, so I'm going to write 2. And I also need, one x is right there, but I need 2 more x's because I have 3 here. So 2 more x's means I need x squared here. When I multiply 2x squared with this x, it means I'm getting 2x cubed. So 2x squared times x is going to give me 2x cubed. Then I have 2x squared, and we have to multiply this term, the one we get the new one, with the second term that we have up here. So 2x squared times 3 is going to give me minus 6x squared. Now, what do you do the second step? Subtract. Okay? Subtract every term. So draw a line. These two cancel out because this is positive, that's negative, they cancel out. Now, negative in negative, this is going to turn positive, and I'm going to erase that. Okay? Now, you subtract, it's going to give me 3x squared. Minus 11x goes down exactly the way it is. Now, what do? I know up here what sign. The first thing is first, what do I need here? I need a sign. Since this is positive, then I need a positive here, right? Because this one is also positive. If I multiply positive and positive, I am going to get positive. Anything up here, we have to multiply these two, okay? So let me make this in different color. That's multiplication. We multiply. Okay, so what should I multiply now up here with the x, so I can get, again the first time, 3x squared. Now I need a 3, you can tell. 1x is here, but I need 1 more x. I need 1 more x. And that x is going to go up here. 3x times x is going to give me 3x squared. And positive times positive is obviously positive. Okay, now 3x times 3, positive times negative is negative. 3, 3 is 9, and x is going to stay. Now subtract everything again. They cancel out because positive and negative turns negative. So they cancel out. Negative times negative is going to give me positive, and I will erase that one. So you subtract, it's going to give me negative 2x, and that 7 is going to go down, plus 7. What else I need to get the 2x? So I know this is minus, right? So what should I have here? So I can multiply that sign and that positive, and I get negative. Of course it's negative. Negative times positive is negative. X is there, but I need 2. 2 times x is 2x. Negative times negative is positive. 2 times 3 is 6. You subtract again everything. These two turn positive, right? I erase that. I know these two turns negative. Positive times negative is negative. So I'm only going to erase that one, and here we go. They cancel, and I got 1 here. So this one is my remainder. Now I'm done with this whole thing. Now, how do we write the answer? And it's important that you know how to write the answer for this. The answer is going to be, the quotient is 2x squared plus 3x minus 2, this portion, right? Then I have plus x minus 3 plus remainder goes on the top, and x minus 3 goes in the bottom. That's how you write the answer of the long division. Okay, so that's long division. Let's do synthetic division now. Long division was kind of simple. Example 2 is synthetic division. Okay, the question is x cubed. I have to divide and use a synthetic division. Minus 7x minus 6 by x plus 2. So how are we going to do synthetic division? Just make sure it's in order. You can tell it's in order. 3 is the greatest one, and it's in the beginning, in the front. But this is 1. Do you understand? I'm missing the square, like a 2. Like I should have a 3, 2, and 1. And I'm missing this 2. For that x, we're going to put 0 there. Okay? So this is only you do in synthetic division. So I have x cubed plus 0x squared, the one missing, minus 7x minus 6, and by x plus 2. So you see, I put them in order. The term I was missing, I just put 0 there. Okay, what else we do in synthetic division that is different than long division? This, x plus 2. In long division, we just put this in there, and then we divide it by x plus 2. In synthetic division, you are going to do x equal negative 2. You make this equal 0, and then 2 goes there. So you're dividing by negative 2. You're dividing by negative 2. And you are not taking all the terms, including x's. You just only take their coefficients. For example, the coefficient of this is, we know it's 1. Coefficient of that is 0. Coefficient of this is negative 7. Coefficient of, of course, that's just a constant, so it's going to go negative 6. So you just pick all the numbers, not the terms. And I am dividing by negative 2. So what we do in this case, we're going to draw a line already. This 1 is going to go down already there. Okay. Now what we do, we multiply negative 2 in 1. Negative 2 times 1 is going to give me negative 2, and that negative 2 goes here. What gets here? Negative 2. Subtract. Then negative 2 times negative 2 is going to give me positive 4. This is going to go negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 2 is going to give me positive 6, and we get 0. So synthetic division, I'm done. Because when we get 0 at the end, we are done. Now, if you can tell, these are the 3 terms that I got. Then how do I put them as an answer? you're gonna go, I know that's my constant. The last number is always constant. So this is x squared and this is just an x. Because in synthetic division, make sure every time you go one number down. Like you're gonna go one number down. If this is x cubed, then I'm gonna start with x squared as an answer. So this is x minus 2, this is x squared, sorry, minus 2x and minus 3. And that's my answer for the synthetic division. This is x squared, coefficient 1, negative 2 is my coefficient, because you know we pick the coefficients to divide, use for synthetic division. So whatever answer I'm getting, that's the coefficient of the x's, of all the x's. But we go one number down from the real answer, real question. Okay, so that was synthetic division. Let's go for the remainder theorem. Example, okay, remainder theorem. And example number 3. Okay, for example, we have a function f of x equal 3x cubed plus 4x squared minus 5x plus 3. Use the remainder theorem. Use the remainder theorem to find f negative 4. So how we do the remainder theorem part? In this case, when they said if this is the question, the easiest way, we're going to use a syntactic division to answer the question. But what is this f negative 4 supposed to mean? It means you are dividing this function by negative 4. So since it's a synthetic division, we have to use, okay, I'm gonna do use synthetic division. So make sure that you know for remainder theorem, we use synthetic division. So let's go back there and then we're gonna solve this. So synthetic division, I'm dividing by negative 4. Everything, the coefficient, take the coefficient 3, 4. If it's plus sign, I don't put it there. Minus 5 if you want, you can. That's 3. So this 3 is gonna go down. We draw a line right there. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. And then we get negative 8 when we subtract 4 and 12. Negative and negative is positive. 8 times 4 is 32. We subtract and it's 32 subtract 5 is gonna give me 27. Hold on, 32 subtract 5. Yeah, it's 27. No, I was not wrong. Then 27 times negative 4 is going to give me negative 108, and we have negative 105. So if you check in synthetic division, we're supposed to get 0 at the end, and we stop and we just put this as an expression. But in remainder theorem, it means remainder theorem, whatever is remainder, like in this case, negative 105 is remainder. That remainder y value is the f of negative 4. So you're going to write the answer, the remainder negative 105 is the value of f negative 4, thus f negative 4 is equal negative 105. So this is what remainder theorem means. Whatever is remainder, which means that's the y value of my x, whatever x they were asking me. Okay, the last one is example number 4, and that's the factor theorem. Let's do factor theorem. And this is example number 4. For example, we have equation 15x cubed plus 14x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals 0. Given that -1 is a 0 of f of x equal 15x cubed plus 14x squared minus 3x minus 2. Now we are given that -1 is a 0. Okay, so this is what given, -1 is a 0 of the function. This means that this thing means, I'm going to use a different color. This means f -1 is equal 0. If x is -1, then y is a 0. Because f -1 is equal 0, the factor theorem tells us that x plus 1 is a factor of f of x. And we will use again a synthetic division to divide f of x by x plus 1. Okay, I'm going to repeat myself one more time. -1 is a 0 of f of x. This means f -1 is equal 0, which means x is -1, then y is a 0. And according to the factor theorem, this tells us, this f -1 0 tells us that x plus 1 is a factor of f of x, 15x cubed, and all that stuff. This is one of the factor. So we're going to use a synthetic division again in here with x plus 1. Synthetic division. Okay, and if you guys remember synthetic division, we use this x plus 1 as a x equal -1, and which is right here anyway. So I'm dividing by -1, and I'll take all the coefficients, 15, 14, -3, minus 2. Draw a line, 15 goes down, we multiply. 15 times -1 is -15, which is going to give me -1. This is going to turn +1. -1 times -1 is +1, and I got -2. -1 times -2 is +2, and we got 0. Good. Now, what else this whole thing means? So I'm going to change this. When I get the 0 here, that's a factor theorem. When I get the 0 here, I have to change everything. Since this was x cubed, I'm going to go one number down. So it's going to be x squared, like 15x squared. Minus x, that's a 1, and minus 2. So this means this is what I got. And what is this x plus 1 that I said? It's a factor of the f of x, this f of x function. Then it means you can have x plus 1. Like, for example, if you guys remember the x cubic function, if we can factor them, it would be like kind of harder. So the easiest way to do it is something like synthetic division, and that's going to be your factor. Now, after this, when I get the factor part, what else we should do? We know 15x squared minus x minus 2, we can factor this further. So we will factor this further. And it's going to give me 15x squared is, when you factor, it's 5 and 3. And 2 factors are 2 and 1. So I'm going to pick those. So I have, like, for example, 5x minus 2. And I have 3x plus 1, because you know these are x's plus 1. Okay, now you will be asking, how do you know that 3x goes with 1 and 5x goes with -2? I don't. You just pick randomly, like 5x goes with 2, 3x goes with 1, or probably -2. This one is supposed to be -2, or probably -1. But you have to do it in your head. If you FOIL this, am I getting back this? and I already did this FOIL in my head and I am getting this, so which means I'm okay. And one of the other factor that we had was x plus 1, which I wrote it down right here. Now, what is the solution set from this? The solution set is you're going to make f of x minus 2 equals 0. Like they said, negative 1 is a 0. So we have to make this trend, the whole thing. Then it's going to give me x equal 2/5. Then I have 3x plus 1 equals 0. It's going to give me, it's going to give me x negative 1/3. And x plus 1 is going to give me x equal negative 1. So what is the solution set? 1, 2, and 3. And you just put them in order, like I have negative 1, I have negative 1/3, and then I have 2/5. And that's my solution set. If you guys have any questions on this, please comment below and I will help you out. Please subscribe, share, and like my videos. Thank you.